Hi, this is Tim and Joel. Welcome to Midwest Hunting and Outdoors by Two Dumbasses, a podcast about the outdoors, hunting, and being a steward of the land. Welcome, everyone, to Midwest Hunting and Outdoors by Two Dumbasses. Our first episode, Tim. Our pilot episode is what we're calling it.
Yeah, so I'm excited too. A little anxious with regards to this is our first podcast. Joel and I are both just recently retired, and we were talking about how we were going to leverage our time, and the topic of maybe sharing a podcast came up, and we thought about we both, as soon as we brought the topic up, we both jumped in and says, yeah, that's of interest to us. And so then it went on to, what would that podcast be about? And so we started talking, and we came up with Midwest Hunting and Outdoors.
We're just two average Joes that love the outdoors, love hunting, everything with the outdoors. And have gone to a point of purchasing some land and going that route in our lives. So who we are is, think of us as two average Joes. Tim, would you agree with that?
Oh, absolutely. And I'd like to take a step back and talk about we talked about how we got here. Is we were out looking. Joel and I have known each other for close to 30 years, and we used to work together, hunted together, and we got to a point to where we were looking for purchasing some ground, and we were looking to buy 200 acres together, and we were with a vision that we would split it and be neighbors. And we both wanted two very different, distinct types of properties, both after whitetail and turkeys, but the property and how it looked was completely different. I mean, Joel, would you agree with that?
Yeah. I think what we really wanted out of the properties, there were some overlap, but also some very distinct differences in what we wanted in property.
I was looking for a property that had a lot of tillable, arable ground, had a building, great. Always been a lover of ponds, and and then obviously we had to have some timber, but all of those things were of interest to me. And what specifically were you looking for, JJ?
Yeah, so my wife and I were interested in hunting property, of course, which to us meant wooded cover. But we also wanted some area of where we really wanted to build a house or a cabin and potentially even retire on this land. So those were the big criteria for us, Tim.
Excellent. I mean, so we ended up both going our own separate ways, buying properties that we were out looking for, and with those properties, I think we both landed with exactly what we were looking for. And then, ironically, it ended up both of us being in southeast Iowa.
Not too far from each other,
no.
Actually. Forward.
Yeah, our intent's really share those experiences and learnings, and as you as listeners are on your journey, you'll be able to take those nuggets, if you will, and apply them, and hopefully save some money and end up in a better outcome than what we started out with. Don't get me wrong, I'm very happy with where we're at, but the shortest distance, they say, is a straight line, and ours was certainly a jagged line with regards to some of the mistakes that we made. We have quite a few guests lined up, special guests that lined up, that they'll help share their expertise. And again, I mean, this is about providing learnings to you as a listener. We've got Joel and I have plethora, if you will, if that's the right word, of topics. I think we're up to 24 or 30 topics that we have lined up, but we would love to hear from you from a comments and suggestions perspective, and we will certainly take those and incorporate them in as we proceed forward.
Hey, Tim, staying on that subject, let's talk about, we said this is our pilot episode. Let's talk a little bit about episode number 1. What is episode number 1 going to be about?
Well, I think it's seeing how it's Midwest hunting and outdoors. We thought the specific topic that we should take on should be, well, how do you acquire your land, right? So as we talked about, Joel and I, we're going to split a couple hundred acres. We both ended up going our separate journeys, and we actually have a special guest. JB, hunting extraordinaire, will be joining us, and the three of us have all gone in different paths and ended up with different types of hunting property, and I think it'll be a lively discussion on how we got to where we're at.
Thanks for listening or watching our show. We have some exciting topics and guests coming up.
We ask that you subscribe to our channel on YouTube and follow us on Twitter, Instagram, and Facebook.
We look forward to hearing your suggestions for topics,
questions, and comments. This is Two Dumbasses signing off. Until next time,
be safe,
have fun, and get outdoors.